These guys are ridiculous. These guys are ridiculous.
Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back with another How About Them Celtics video. Sam and I are recording Sunday, May 22nd. It's the second video in a row that we're recording Sunday, May 22nd because it's 12 hours since last time we recorded. Because we're here midday, late night last night for me and fellow media members. I did not go to sleep till 6 a.m. I was fucking exhausted. Had writing to do.
You go to sleep till 6?
Pizza. Yeah, I was waiting for 8 o'clock that I was expecting a reaction, but yeah, I did not go to bed till 6. It was bad.
Oh my gosh.
And worst part, these motherfuckers held media availability at 11. What the fuck? Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. Come on.
You need a nap.
Man.
You don't need to go play basketball. You go to bed.
Nah, I want to hoop. On the hoop, we got Jay King, we got Christian, we got Corrales. We're scamming him. I even asked Gary. I don't think Gary's gonna come though, but
It'll be fire if Gary pulled up to play ball with you guys. I think that would be like the ultimate. Like you have his respect if he like comes to hang out with you.
It was good. Anyways, we're gonna react. We're gonna read y'all's emails today. Obviously, the full pods are on a bit of a hiatus while I'm on the road because you guys have seen my connection the last few videos. It's hanging on by a string. So let's go to the email here. Hopefully, it doesn't crap my computer, but we got plenty. Jamie, Phillip, and a bunch from the man RJ. This one is from Jamie. It's from the 22nd, so I think that's before even game 2. So it's a little bit old, but we'll get through them. We'll see what is up. Jamie says, Tatum, up. A win is a win. Brad, Troll, and team vibes. 1. Tatum, playoff all-time scoring update. Currently 44. Started the playoffs at 48. Next game should pass Chauncey and Butler to reach 42. JT needs to average 23.5 for 10 more games past Russell and Ray Allen for 38 all-time. Good. 2, I've heard it mentioned on numerous occasions before. To win a series, a team needs 2 wins from their superstars, a win from a role player, and a win they, quote, shouldn't win. Game 1 was a shouldn't win game, plus a sprinkle of Drew balling out. On to game 2. Kind of the same in game 3. But
it is funny. Plus, like you had the Horford piece to that, too.
Bar for bar. 3, with our second-round draft pick swap with the Mavs, we had the 54th pick in the draft. After the NBA Combine, the 54th pre-draft player is, yep, you guessed it, Bronny James. Ultimate trolling opportunity for Brad in the front office. They wouldn't. I stand on Bronny James is going to be a good NBA player. It's just he's got to get in the right situation, and the Celtics certainly are not that.
It doesn't sound like they're interested in putting him in the right situation either. Like, did you see the Rich Paul thing where he was like, yeah, he's not going to be on a two-way? Like, why not?
I know.
His name's LeBron Jr.
Yeah.
Like, he should want to play in the G League. It's a great opportunity. Look at all these guys that have come out of the G League, especially in Miami, that show up and they've used the development to help get them comfortable playing at this level. Like, he's going to be thrust into a very difficult opportunity to get like any kind of rhythm. It's tough.
I don't think that was saying he's not going to play in the G League. I think that was saying he's not going to be a two-way. I assume that meant we're going to push for the second round exception contract. Like, that's what we want, which is fine, I guess. Whatever. I just don't like the way it was phrased and put out because it's corny. 4, sad news for the equipment manager. The bad call in the game 2 uniforms. Obviously not taking their job serious. During the season, I appreciated the extra effort put into games like Christmas with red accents, St. Patrick's Day with green accents, and the random headband game. LOL, I know it's business time of the year, but I'd love to see another themed night for team vibes. Says Jamie. 7 more. Now, 5 more. How crazy is that? 5 more? 5 more is insane.
It is crazy.
Like,
it's crazy you got to this point. Game 3 was like a where were you game, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Like I didn't talk about this on the pod yesterday. Don't know why. Because it definitely was like in my head. Watched it with the lady. I'm so happy she got to experience that because this is like her introduction to professional basketball this year. Like, this is not something where she is like been watching forever, understands like all of the different hardships that come along with competing. Like, all she's seen is like Celtics beat the piss out of whoever. And she was like, that was so stressful. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, yeah, remember last year when I was telling you how stupid you have to be to like all this stuff? This is why. This is why you have to be the dumbest of the dumb to like sports. But it was pretty cool. She was like, I can't believe they won that. I was like, yeah, that's like the best win ever. Like, anytime you're like, I don't think they're going to win, and then they win, it's like crack. That's why you come back. This is why we play.
That was great. Huge win. Thank you, Jamie, for the email. We appreciate you. Next one from Philip. With love and respect to the Wolves. Fellas, we all know how hard it is to criticize opposing teams, but somehow I manage. With love and respect to the Timberwolves, your court logo looks like a cute, sneezing cartoon puppy. It has an open mouth to draw air for the sneeze, closed eyes, baby teeth, and it appears that seams basketball are projectile snot. Until it changes, I cannot shake the thought that the perfect name for the team is the quote sneezy puppies. Every time I see it or say it, it feels more fitting. I feel like it simultaneously belittles the logo and the team, which to me is a W. All the best to Phil. This looks like I can't think of it. It looks like there's a meme that this looks like. I gotta find it.
Somebody has posted this and said this wolf looks like it just found out that it was being divorced. Just looks perpetually shocked. He almost has like a little bit of like the I think you should leave hat meme look to him. Like if you Photoshop the hat onto this wolf, I think it would work. He says like in the courtroom and they're like, yeah, like this wolf obviously has dice in his pocket and he's too afraid to show anybody. And the wolf would make this face.
I can't find the meme that I'm thinking. Is it a dog? It's a dog. Yeah. This is what it looks like. Hold on. I gotta come on. Yeah, here we go. It's this one. Here. Hopefully my computer
pull it up.
I know it. It's this dog. This is the dog it looks like.
Damn, he has like a little bit of like he ain't built for this face.
Exactly.
If the Wolves go crashing out, Jack, you got to take that and run with it. You could just like do a tweet and be like they were trying to tell us with the logo, and then just like put the Snapchat caption, "Blood knew he wasn't built for this," or whatever it always says.
Thank you, Philip. That made me laugh. I appreciate that. All right, on to RJ.
Yes, thanks.
Ratless national media hate watching. Morning, guys.
Right.
Y'all are doing lovely work as usual. So let me update my rat list. National or local media hate watching. We all love those. We all have those announcers or pundits that we shake our heads about, whether it's Colin Bayless or Skip Perkins or Kendrick Cowart. That confused me, but I like that. We all know that when they open their mouth, something stupid and short-sighted is about to fall out. Whether it's never newsworthy that they are being dumb. So it pisses me off when otherwise reasonable content pushers lose their minds and about run-of-the-mill rubbish coming from the usual idiots. You knew, I knew, everyone, including my dog, who's been dead for 30 years, knew Blockhead McBlowhard had nothing useful. F in the chat. F in the comments right now for RJ's dog. Love and respect. Had nothing useful to contribute to the grown-ups table. Stop getting your knickers in a twist and giving them free publicity by ranting at them on your own Twitter feed /podcast. You can and should do better. Every morning the sun rises in the east. It's only worth my time to hear about it if it was an exceptionally stunning sunrise. Same thing applies here. Don't start yelling unless they do a Bob Beeman and set a world record for ridiculousness by feet, not inches. Be well and let's wing this thing, RJ. PrizePicks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 3 million members. It is the easiest and most exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. You just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats and watch all the winnings roll in. You can now win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into $1,000 with basketball, hockey, college basketball entries today on PrizePicks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. One of our favorite picks here at the How About Them Celtics podcast is the Drew Holiday blocks. It's usually 0.5. He just needs more than 0.5 blocks. That means 1 Drew Holiday block. And that pick is in the bag. PrizePicks is really simple to play. I can make my picks and submit my entry in less than 60 seconds. Download the app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Again, download the app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
Yeah, I've been on the same. No, you were good. You were good, crisp, nice and clean.
Ooh, that's interesting because I got a notification on my StreamYard. Your browser has lost connection. Oh, to screen share audio. Really? Okay, that doesn't matter. Anyway, continue.
No, I'm good though. That's good. That was clean. Yeah, no, I've been banging the same drum as RJ here for a little bit. Like everybody, I'm sure it'll happen today. It's almost 1:00, and I haven't seen too much of it yet, mostly because they don't have the daytime shows on during the weekend. But like everybody just goes on Twitter and just cries. They're like, "Oh, like they won't give the Celtics credit," or "Ant's getting a pass when Tatum doesn't." It's like, well, does it actually matter? I don't. I'm not convinced. Like Tatum really cares. I don't care, and all people do by reposting it on Twitter, which RJ nails here, is just like give it more views, give it more clicks. Like you're playing into their hand. Like it's exactly what they want to do. We talked about this a little bit on the recap. They know what they're doing. They're not stupid. Nick Wright was kind of the first guy to do this. And correct me if I'm wrong, comments, or even you, Jack. But like it feels like he was the first. He would purposely go on TV, troll Boston fans. Everybody would get riled up. They'd be like, fuck this guy. He doesn't know anything. And all of a sudden, Nick Wright's face is everywhere because everybody's like, hey, I don't like what he said about my team. So brilliant marketing from them. And the entire fan base just kind of plays into their hand.
Yeah, I hate it. I personally hate it. I've gotten mad at it before. I just think it's super lame, and I think it's really shitty the way that the Celtics are covered. But all we can do, like Corrales always says, that's why you will listen to podcasts. That's why you'll listen to us.
That's
and
why
not
we're
those
here.
idiots. That's why you listen to Corrales. That's why you listen to us. That's why you listen to Still Potable. All these great
Corrales.
shows. So we appreciate y'all. Love Corrales. Next email from RJ again. With love and respect, Celtics hoops hard for media hulks. Afternoon, folks. Time to flex my comic book nerd crew a little and talk about media coverage of the Celtics. Let me start by oversimplifying. Jesus Christ. In the world of covering pro sports of any kind, you have the Bruce Banners and you have the Incredible Hulks. The Banners possess cool intellect and willingness to flex the mental muscles and tease out nuanced insights into sports teams and players they cover. If they don't love and breathe analytics, they don't run screaming in terror from them. Let's give Tim Legler and JJ Redick their lab coats and clipboards in recognition of the research they're willing to put in. Excuse me, I have to cough. Sorry. The other end of the spectrum are the Hulks. They live to glance at a game sheet and then give opinions no longer than 2 sentences and less complex than "see Dick run the pick and roll." The only muscles they employ are their diaphragms as they blast their bellicose sound bites across the airwaves, giving us such insightful commentary as "Hulk no like Celtics offense. Analytics are for puny Banner," or "Hulk misses shorts from back in day. Gave Hulk easy breezy comfort." All kidding aside, the Celtics are not
back.
I kind of like the short shorts. All kidding aside, the Celtics are not a simple narrative to tell. Coach Mazzulla says it constantly. Every game is different, and the path to victory will be different every night. You can't do an analysis that begins with, quote, "Did the Stars score 55 points tonight?" and ends on a highlight reel of dunks. A few commentators like the need for complexity, while many others seem to resent having to do actual research. Either that, or they think they look good in torn up purple pants. Be well, and let's win this thing, RJ.
This was after? No, this was before game 2. Yeah, I mean,
we're behind a little.
I think that this is a fantastic analogy. It really is the 2 personas of the media, and RJ did a tremendous job putting this together. I am such a big fan of this, RJ. Well done. Like, big W. But again, like I don't really I don't care about the Hulk people. I don't. They know what they're doing. You should be able to know what they're doing, and you shouldn't really put any weight into what they have to say. Like, if Perk is on ESPN talking about the Celtics, I just don't care. Maybe if he's on a podcast where he's trying to like actually have a legitimate conversation, like if he goes on Reddit, even when he went on Pardon My Take, I didn't think he was too bad. But like if he's like going somewhere and they're actually asking him for like a legitimate opinion, it's a little different. But like you're on ESPN and it's like, who would you rather have, Tatum or Brown? I don't really care about the segment because the thing is, the Celtics actually have both. And they've done a tremendous job of picking each other up this year. Like, game 2 was a prime example. Like, we had the Tatum half where he wasn't very good, and Jalen goes out and scores 24, then Tatum kind of picks it up, and then they blow out Indiana. Game 3, Jalen, a little bit reckless at times, going in on 3 guys. Tatum, 36 points, excellent start to the game. They've done a tremendous job of just kind of reading when the other one might not have it and knowing when it's their time to kind of take over. And everyone should be happy about that. I think this Indiana series, listen, if you told me going in that I was going to have to sweat a couple games, I'd be pissed. But I think it's told us a lot about the growth of the Celtics team. It really doesn't feel like these 2 games are games that they would have won in the past. They had to buckle down, get deep, and find a way to win. Coming from behind late in the game, by the way. Not blowing a lead, not trying to hold on to a lead. Like, no, they had to make their own ending, and they did it twice. Excellent work.
Yeah. I agree. It's a crazy concept, isn't it? Have both guys. Who would have thought? Who would have known? Who would have known they have both players with the way they're being talked about? It's crazy. Just insane. What an idea. What
They
a
got to talk
foreign...
about something. And another reason they have to like have conversations like this is the same reason like you get upset, Jack, when people expect the Celtics to be the best all the time. That is the standard. So if the conversation on ESPN is like, wow, the Celtics are like a generational team, everyone's like, yeah, we all know that. But if you're looking to poke holes in them, it's far more interesting to listen to because not that it's intelligent, but it's a different perspective that not everyone's going to agree with. And that's how you're going to generate buzz. And I'm not saying it's a good thing. I don't think it's good for actual media consumption, but if you're trying to make money and sell profits, that's what you have to do.
I wrote my article for Celtics blog today was Jason Tatum arrived in Game 3 against the Pacers, but he never left in the first place. They're talking about how great he was. And one of the comments on Celtics blog is Tatum's being over-glorified by sports media. It was a team effort. If your takeaway from this fucking playoffs is Tatum being over-glorified, I genuinely, like not even like in an upset way, I am just genuinely confused where you consume your media. I am genuinely curious where you get your media.
They actually only listen to this show, where at least one of us has found a way to appreciate him no matter what. That's what it is. But I think as funny as it is, like the commenter does have a point. And listen, like your angle was not the entire team; it was Tatum, and Tatum was great, and it's a fact. But it was a team effort. It was awesome. You got a little bit of like juice from everybody.
Anyways, I thought that was funny. All right, next email. Excuse me, RJ again. This is from after Game 2. With love and respect, everyone took hold of the rope. Evening, guys, this was a great win. I know, not a surprising take, but the Pacers tried a little bit of everything in their bag to stop Boston. The Celtics never let go of that mythical rope. They just found ways of ratcheting up the lead or catching themselves when the Pacers pushed back. No top plays of the night stuff, just solid, consistent basketball. Even when JT was having a crap first half, the C's kept working their game plan. That's what champs do. They're champions do. Once again, I'll say that the only team that is beating the Celtics in this series is Boston itself. Be well, and let's win this thing. RJ. Yeah, Game 2 is great. I mean, we've talked about it, but Game 2 is awesome.
And to RJ's point, like Game 3, when they were down in the first half, Indiana was playing unreal ball. But at the same time, the Celtics were letting it happen. Like, it was like defense could have been tighter, really wasn't up to the standard that they'd set for themselves. The offense looked lethargic. Like, you were there. You were complaining about it to me last night. They were, in part, beating themselves. It's a prime example of that. And I think that's why everyone kind of gets on them, is because everybody believes what RJ's saying, but you really can't like go out and be like, nobody's beating this team. Because one, if somebody does beat them, it looks bad on you. And two, nobody really wants to hear that.
Yeah. I mean, I like genuinely have just, I said it last night on the podcast, I've just been genuinely so impressed by the Celtics this series. Like, I don't give a fuck who they're playing. Like, the way they've battled in their mindset, like,
hey, gang, let me tell you a little something about Game Time. The NBA playoffs have arrived. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Who doesn't want to get in on the fun? With Game Time, you can experience it with your own eyes. Get yourself great seats to games with even greater prices. That's right. You can save when getting your tickets with Game Time. It's an authorized ticket marketplace of the NBA, which makes getting those playoff tickets even faster and easier. Plus, the prices on Game Time usually go down the closer it gets to tip-off. Who doesn't love to save a little bit of money? I certainly do. I used Game Time back in March when I took the lady to a game. We went to see the Celtics play our Pistons, and it was great. I could look and see what the seat view would be just using the app. Didn't have to be surprised when I showed up. Plus, you do get those last minute deals. They have the flash deals and zone deals. Zone deals, which you can choose a section of the arena and let GameTime choose those seats. You'll save a little bit of money that way. You can download the GameTime app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, that's code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CLNS for $20 off. Download GameTime today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
This is why Joe has preached the mindset all season. This that we are living in, and he deserves all the credit in the world. And all the players have been singing his praises about his coaching and how he's been coaching them up. And so I've been so impressed. Last email, RJ, with love and respect, Dayquil and the power of teamwork. This was after last night's, as we're recording this, Game 3 win. Evening, folks. Well, that was fun, was it? Wasn't it? First off, whatever brand of cold and fever relief Drew Holiday used today, they should sign him up for a Northeastern Seaboard ad campaign. What an amazing recovery. And a good recovery by the Celtics as a whole, down by 18 points with 6:04 left in the third quarter. And they locked in and played with the necessary focus, intensity, and teamwork to keep their road winning streak going in these playoffs and end Indy's undefeated streak at home. My favorite example of that team always mindset came in the fourth quarter, and it's likely is no one else's bright moment. At 7:40, the Seas had a chance to tie game, down 93-90. It started with Sam Hauser collecting the rebound off Obi Toppin's missed layup. JB brought the ball up, passed it back to Hauser, who was met at the arc by Siakam. Hauser sent it back to Brown, who drove past Nembhard, and as he was met by DJ McConnell, passed it to Drew, sliding into position for a wing three. Holiday threw it to Tatum in the dunker spot, but since he got doubled by McConnell and Miles Turner, he rifled it to Al on the opposite wing. Al caught it high to his right, so with no Siakam crossing towards him, he kicked it back to Sam Hauser for a clean catch-and-shoot three. Then he missed. That shot was everything Coach has been preaching all season in one sequence. Trust your teammates. Every Celtic to touch the ball in that possession. Make the extra pass to turn a good look into a great look, and keep at it for the whole game. Sam's shot didn't fall, but in the end, the ball don't lie, and the Celtics got the win. Celtics are up 3-0 and can advance to the finals with a win on Monday. Stay focused, be well, now more than ever, and let's win this thing. RJ, I'm going to go find that play while you talk.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I just thought you really got a overly focused performance from the Celtics once they decided they were going to play in this game. And for what it's worth, as they were trying to make their comeback, they created a ton of good looks. They just kind of watched them all roll around the rim and then fall off. It just wasn't going to happen for them. To Drew Holiday, excellent work from him. Obviously showed up, made all the big plays, reminiscent of Game 5 in 2022 that made me want to put my head in the microwave. That was the word. I probably cite Game 5 against Milwaukee, though it eventually amounted to absolutely nothing negative for the Celtics. My least favorite loss ever. Just, I remember being so sick after that. But he did that for the Celtics this time. And, as they came back before he got there, the process was okay. And it was slam your desk material because they were creating looks like the one you're about to see off of fantastic ball movement, yet they couldn't seem to find the bottom of the net.
Sorry, I was talking. Here's the play. If it's a slideshow, apologies. Last time I shared a video at the Arbach, it was a slideshow in the final edit. So if it's a slideshow for you, it's probably not great for them. So
okay,
let me know. This is the play RJ was talking about. Kicks it back to Brown, kicks it to Holiday. Slideshow.
Yeah. Do you want me to pull it up?
You can if you want. It was great ball movement. I mean, RJ described it perfectly, but the Celtics have done a great job of moving the ball and playing the right way all postseason. Sam Hauser's obviously struggling a bit, but they've done a good job. If you go to Sam Hauser's missed attempts, it's the one in the fourth quarter at 7:40.
Okay, here we go. It's coming. Here we go.
Let's see how it looks.
3 from 3. Starting to feel like tradition at this point. And present and share screen. We're going to get here. Maybe we'll watch all the Sam Hauser misses, right? Just throw them right under the bus. All right, it's getting pulled up right now. Here we go. Fourth quarter, jumper. Here we go. So you're going to see Brown drive to Holiday to Tatum. Swings it to wide open Horford, who puts Siakam in the spin cycle, and then you just see Hauser not even hit the fucking rim. Brutal.
I thought it went in. That's how bad he missed. I thought it went in. Yes.
Hauser has fallen out
anyway.
of the I think he's going to make every shot he takes, and I actually never think it's going to go in now.
It's a volatile life. Anyways, any final thoughts?
I stand by Game 4 being a win-win. You either win the series or you get to go home for a Game 5 where you have a chance to clinch in front of the home fans. And I mean, the first time since 2010, did they clinch at home in 2010 in Game 6? I think. Yeah, I think it was home win to go to the finals. It's been a long time. They did not win at home in that Miami series in 2022, though they did have the opportunity. Another game where they had the equipment manager fail them for what it's worth. But yes, and then there's the third wrinkle of it where if you lose, it actually might be a win. Not only do you get the Game 5, but we don't know what's going on with Porzingis ahead of this game. He was kind of labeled as maybe Game 4 will be the day for him to come back. If he comes back in a Game 4, there's absolutely zero pressure on him. And if they play a Game 5, not that I'm like, just go ahead and lose all the games. I'm not about that. I don't want to see the series go longer than it has to. But it is extra reps for the guy, so he doesn't have to get thrown into the deep end once the finals roll around. There's going to be a tremendous amount of pressure then. He can get some easy reps, hopefully, and get his feet back underneath him before he's playing in really meaningful games. Not that these games don't mean anything, but you have a little bit of wiggle room if you need to experiment or just get him out there. But again, if he's hurt, don't put him out there. Like, don't rush him for that. But if he's ready, it is probably the best time for him to actually play.
This might be the most neutral I've ever seen you going into a game.
Well, yeah, they already did the heavy lifting. It's not a must-win situation anymore.
I know, but like you always have to win, do it anyways. Like I don't disagree with your points. I'm just shocked. I'm taken back.
It's just because it doesn't feel real. Meaning, like, the Pacers feel dead. This series has been very tightly contested. That's not what I'm saying. Like, Celtics very well could be down 2-1 right now. That's a fact. Or not a fact, but it would have been a possibility. But, like, it just feels like it's out of reach. Pacers burned both of their Miles Turner games, burned their TJ McConnell, Nembhard, Linsanity game. And it just feels like the Celtics should be able to handle this whenever they decide they would like to finish it off, especially if Porzingis is going to play. So if you get a chance to kind of have a celebration at the Garden of like a team that overall has been tremendous all season and have the home fans really get behind them and enjoy the coronation of them as Eastern Conference champions, that's fine.
I love it. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Leave a like. Get ready for Game 4, baby. Let's go. 1 win away from the finals. Leave a like, subscribe. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening and watching. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you don't miss any of our daily uploads. New content every morning at 5 a.m., whether it's pods, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, game recaps, morning after, or other videos like these to keep you busy. We've got you covered. You also have Talking C's live Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, us with Bobby Kravitsky, Celtics the Round Table, 6 p.m. on Tuesdays. Me, Jack, Bobby, and the rest of the gang chatting it up with the live stream. And then Jack and I are here live, half hour for every single game for pregame. It's a ton of fun. Come hang out, leave a like, comment, tell us what you think. You can also find us on Spotify and Apple if you follow us there. The pods and game recaps will go right into your feed. It's a great way to keep us in your pocket if you'd like that way. You can also find us via email, hbtcpod@gmail.com. You saw we just went through all the emails, so if you want to be a part of one of these videos or when we do an email segment on the pod, go ahead, reach out, send your thoughts. Game stuff, rat list stuff, doesn't matter. You can find us on socials at How About Them C's, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook's the name of the pod. Streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter's Jack's Mon NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.
Taco, come on.
Taco's having some fun here.